What is up, everybody? I'm Gojo, and I'm bringing you guys the next part of the Tournament of Timelines. Now, this will be the semi-final match. Well, one of the second final match. It will be practically the second, and the first will be after this, and eventually the last one, which will be the finale, will be after those other two. So yeah. So practically this you could say is the next part of it, and the other two will be after all the Gokus have been gone and all of them have had their turn to fight and battle against one another. If you guys are wondering how the final ending battle will be, you just have to see it. So yeah. So the next match will be Cell Goku, who is from the what if Goku was born with Cell's potential, and Priest Goku, who's from the what if Goku was the son of the Grand Priest. And on the next match will be Omni King Goku, who's from the what if Goku was born as the son of Zeno, and Android Goku, who's from the what if Goku turned into an android. Now, all those Gokus are one of the most powerful Gokus that I've ever created in my what ifs, but they're still pretty powerful in their own right, of course. Now, of course, they all have their own individual transformations. With, of course, Priest Goku possessing the power of called Universal Instinct. Well, of course, Universal Goku possesses the power of true Universal Super Saiyan form. He does not practically possess Universal Instinct like Priest Goku does, but his own variation of it is much stronger than any other version. But of course, Priest Goku is much stronger. So yeah. Of course, the first match will be Cell Goku versus Priest Goku, and both of them will begin to battle with one another. Cell Goku actually has the advantage base to base since his potential of Cell would grant him much more power into his base form. As you start to slightly overpower Priest Goku, eventually Priest Goku is actually forced to use 100% of his base power. Of course, Cell Goku just power up to Super Saiyan 4 and start to overpower him, but Priest Goku just power up to Super Saiyan God, easily able to practically deal with his other counterpart. But eventually, Cell Goku shows a new form that no other Goku has actually seen in a long time. He practically shows a combination between Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 4, which he calls it Super Saiyan 5 or just Golden Super Saiyan. Or you could say just Maximum Super Saiyan 4. Or you can just call it Primal Super Saiyan 4. Of course, this form does actually shock Priest Goku since he has never seen this type of power as he's punched by Cell Goku as he's sent flying. Priest Goku, of course, will be in shock by his other counterpart's power and eventually power up to Super Saiyan Blue. It was actually slightly push him back, but Cell Goku is not that easily defeated. Eventually, he powers up into his own Super Saiyan 4 God. With this form, he's actually able to pick up his battle between his priest self as they both continue to battle. But Priest Goku thinks that it's time for them to go all out. And Cell Goku agrees. As he powers up to his Crimson Super Saiyan 4, or his Crimson Super Saiyan, and Priest Goku powers up into his Universal Instinct, prepared to fight his other counterpart as they both raid themselves. We both rush against one another as the battle ensues, with Android Goku and Omni King Goku actually watching the battle closely, wondering who would actually win the battle. Android Goku is one of the most smartest Gokus because of him being an android, which means he can analyze a battle and particularly grow stronger, but he needs to be in that battle instead of just watching it. But he can tell by that he's practically collecting for the battle, he can tell that Priest Goku actually has a slight advantage in speed and agility, while of course Cell Goku has the advantage on durability, but their strength is almost equivalent. But it seems that Priest Goku actually has the advantage on speed, which means that he wants to land much more blows on Cell Goku. The battle continues to rage on, and eventually Cell Goku is actually pushed to a corner as Priest Goku continues to push him back. Cell Goku, of course, will be pretty impressed by his other counterpart's power, and eventually he's pretty impressed, and he will not give up without fight. Priest Goku just smirks and tells him that he expected as much. As they both power up to 100% of their power, the symbol of infinity grows on Priest Goku as he finally has gone all out. With, of course, Cell Goku doing the same as he powers up and his form becomes a lot darker, while his crimson hair starts to glow and his aura begins to flare as well. With both Gokus reaching their powerful auras against one another, they decide to end it with a final punch. As they both rush against one another in incredible speed, they punch one another. But the winner would have been Priest Goku, as he was able to punch Cell Goku just fast enough before he can punch him, meaning that Priest Goku would have been the winner of the battle. And eventually, of course, Cell Goku congratulates Priest Goku as Priest Goku moves on to the next round. In the next round is Omni King Goku versus Android Goku, with Omni King Goku possessing the power that is immense because of him being the son of Zeno. But don't underestimate Android Goku. He's one of the strongest Gokus as well. he could be comparable almost to even Priest Goku if he actually fought him. Of course, Android Goku and Omni King Goku would be decided to fight against one another, but due to Android Goku having the infinite energy and practically having been able to absorb both 17 and 18, he's much stronger and very powerful. But in comparison to base, Omni King Goku has an outmatch because he's been training as it has the Omni King born within him. So he's much more natural into the form and in transformation to himself. He also has much more higher transformation. He doesn't have the lower transformation like regular Super Saiyan or any forms like that. He only has Ultra Instinct and Omni Super Saiyan form. That's the only thing he possesses. That's the only forms that he possesses that are lower than his full power, which will able to slightly overpower Android Goku. But Android Goku is able to go into his perfect Super Saiyan form, which yes, I'm gonna call it that. You can just say that is his, you could say, perfect Galaxy Super Saiyan 3, which I think is a good name as well. So yeah. Of course, Omni King Goku went a battle against Android Goku, and eventually Android Goku was able to push Omni Goku a little bit. And of course, Omni King Goku decided to show a glimpse of his power. It's part of to his Omniversal Instinct. With his power, of course, showing difference between him and Android Goku. But Android Goku is actually able to use his abilities as an android to adapt a little bit, so he can practically combat and back Omni King Goku. Of course, Omni King Goku is actually surprised. So his other camera can practically slightly adapt to his fighting style and eventually starts to actually pick up on his fighting, which he's pretty impressed. But he has fought many opponents that were able to do that in the past. It is nothing new for him. Of course, Android Goku is actually surprised. So there are opponents that he has fought that were able to do the same. Omni King Goku would have told him that a long time ago when he actually fought Lucif and Archon, they're able to do the same thing as Android Goku. Of course, they're not Android, but their ability to practically read someone's fighting style like it was nothing. It was incredibly efficient. So Goku, of course, Omni King Goku tells him that he practically wanted to learn how to do that, and eventually help with his father Zeno and the Grand Priest. He was able to learn how to utilize it, but it was incredibly hard to do since it took him multiple months, even not even a full year, to fully master it. Which of course Android Goku is pretty impressed, and he tells him how he can actually counter him, with the Omni King Goku just smiling, telling that he's only using 1% of this form's power. He's not even utilizing 100%, yet Android Goku is struggling to even keep up with this power. Of course, Android Goku will be taking him back, so he's holding back. Omni King Goku says that he didn't want to humiliate him as much, but he wanted to give him a fair fight, which Android Goku does respect and tells him to go all out. Of course, Omni King Goku decided to tell him that he would go a 1% higher, but he tells him that is the only thing he needs for him to beat Android Goku. Android Goku then nods power up to 100% of his power, and eventually pushes back Omni King Goku, which is he is surprised by the power. Both of them rushing against one another is both then collide. With power pushes against one another, it seems that the battle was incredibly even for both fighters. But it won't be for long as Omni King Goku starts to overpower Android Goku and eventually defeat him in the battle. Winning him the title, and eventually going up into the next round when he and Priest Goku would have versed against one another. The son of Zeno and the son of the Omni King, one of the most powerful Gokus, who are the sons of the most powerful deities in the entire multiverse. Of course, AF Priest from AF Gojo's timeline, we're pretty interested to know who be strong. His other variation of his son, Priest Goku, or Omni King Goku. He then asks AF Gojo who thinks he win. But of course, AF Gojo thinking that Omni King Goku should have this, since he is incredibly stronger, and he knows that Omniversal Instinct is way higher than Universal Instinct. Which of course, the Grand Priest actually realized that the Omniversal Instinct is actually slightly higher level than Universal Instinct, since it practically originates from both powers. Both powers are similar, yet Omni King Goku actually possesses a much more higher state than the Universal state. He possesses the Omniversal version of it, which is a much stronger variation. Of course, this does not stop both Gokus to fight against one another, with both Priest Goku and Omni Goku going to their full power. Both of them power up to 100% of their forms as they rush against one another. At first, it seems that the battle is even, but it seems that Omni King Goku actually has a slight edge in the battle, with him gaining strength and speed, while Priest Goku is only able to barely even keep up with his durability, which is that the Priest Goku is actually on the back foot while fighting Omni King Goku. Of course, Omni King Goku does give him a chance to fight back, and eventually, of course, Priest Goku utilizes it to his chance to try and knock out Omni King Goku. But Omni King Goku is not dumb. He has been trained by the Grand Priest just like his other counterpart is, so he's much more knowledgeable into a fighting style, also how to play dirty or how to practically counter a dirty fighting. So he'll most likely able to read his other counterpart's move and eventually able to practically stop him from doing that. Of course, Brizoku would tell his other counterpart if he's ready for a final clash. But of course, Omni King Goku agreeing as they both power up their most strongest Kamehamehas, with both firing one another as the Kamehamehas will clash with one another, seemingly shaking the entire arena as both Gokus shake almost everything in the entire no void that they're in, with all the other Goku actually being pushed back by the immense power, while Eguchi just staying there unfazed by the power, yet he's smirking, pretty impressed by their power. Only King Goku and Priest continue to increase their power, seemingly trying to push more and more the beings so they can win, but Omni King Goku prevails to be the winner, as he knocks out Priest Goku, eventually winning the match. But he was able to win it because of his immense power. If he actually did not have the Omniversal Instinct, nor Priest Goku had it, they most likely would have been even in the power because of their immense training and power. Of course, Omni King Goku would have been happy to be able to move to a quarterfinals, with Ebujo telling that he'll be also versing against the original Omni Goku, which actually surprised Omni King Goku, so there's practically another version of him who was actually born with the Omni Key. Of course, Eguchi would tell him that yes, but he was not the son of Zeno. He was practically born with his key, because I wouldn't say that Zeno practically created it, which of course does not surprise Omni King Goku. But guys, it's the end of this part. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sayonara, my Z fans. See you next time.